Tonight, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing. Love. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Quick slant finding Claypool. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. An option handoff given to Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And this a 39-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Love looking to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 4. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Agape Owe. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Hunt is in for a touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Gardner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And down he'll go at the 25.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Love, they go play action now. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
3rd and long for Love. Open man right side is Sharp. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They run for it with Hunt. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Oilers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the... And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That's returnable now for Smith. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On 3rd down, Love gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a toss right to Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Smith trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another try for Smith. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.